I still haven't been able to find my little recording thing. So I'm basically just went to a wedding and there's something here about before I formed thee, okay? Now, I know Jeremiah is not the only place that this is in, but I wanted to go ahead and just read it a little bit, okay? So, I don't know what dynamic this has to do with. I feel like this is the energy of Lord energies pulling on my energy. So, again, draw out the man and place a cherubim of a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. I don't know why that had me looking there, but we're gonna just talk about this. All right, so again, I just woke up. Actually, I'm just waking up and I'm just coming right here. So, so again, I don't know why we're back here. I don't know, but I mean, this might have something to do with something in this time. So we're just gonna go ahead and read it. So again, welcome back to the platform. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you like, okay, if you choose. Oh, share. All right. So again, there's still like some whatever, you know, I was just talking to my sister last night about, you know, because like I said, Isaiah and Jeremiah and them, it's always questionable about what they talking about. It's heavy Lord energy here, okay? So people, you know what I'm saying, that might have power, I don't know why that's gonna be doing that, but okay, so let's see. You know, it's almost like somebody might be kind of like being petty or something like that a little bit. This might be a masculine energy, you know, or whatever, or a feminine energy trying to persuade a situation. So again, I don't expect these full-blown outcomes when I read these, but I know that words are very powerful, and I know over time it seems like whatever I do here mostly benefits other people and not me. But at this point in time, I'm trying to protect my energy here. You know, we did pull boldness, indifference, and bravery the other day, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 more cards just to see today what the energy is, okay? I hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. I got the whole same makeup and everything, y'all. So, bear with me. It's just been a lot going on. And I don't think I've been running away from it, but I've just been just like, you know, enough is enough with some of this shit. I feel like, again, there could be, again, some mourning, okay? Mourning the loss of someone here, okay? We have boldness and we have commitment, but commitment is in reverse here, okay? I'm not going to read the definitions, but those stood out to me, okay? And then we have rescue. Help others in need or something, right? Oh my goodness. I think it's just a difficult time because, again, a lot of my personal life is, oh my goodness, stop. Is meshing in with this here. And, you know, again, relations, right? That, you know, have always been at a distance or unbalanced or something like that. Well, since just a couple of months ago, you know, interference. So The Girl Is Mine by Michael Jackson just came on. Well, it's not, that's what it's not called, but, you know, that's what the things every night she walks into my dreams. So this is giving me succubus energy. And this also giving me the energy of a masculine that may be protecting a succubus energy. Not knowing, you know, again, somebody might know. Shit, I don't know what they know. But I'm just saying not knowing that they're going against their original goddess. You know, like I said, so there's this other energy here. Okay, one more. All right. Well, it just happened. All right, so we have rescue. Okay, help others in need and ask for assistance when you need it. We have woods. Okay. That was just came in reverse. It says, be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. All right, and then we have flow in reverse. Okay, go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. Okay, so again, slow and steady. I think this was like, I don't know, I'm getting this energy like came in yesterday, slow and steady, but this is in reverse today. So it might be, you know, you need to hurry up and do something because whatever. And then we have communicate. Yeah, so maybe somebody needs to hurry up and communicate. Now this is a universal message, right? It's been told through my mind's eye, but again, usually it can resonate with you know, the soul tribe. Okay, whether they admit they're my tribe or not. My tribe is just people that stand off in the background and just, you know, take from the information and act like they're not associated with me so that I can't get, you know what I'm saying, my props for what I do, right? Either they don't think I deserve it. And to me, a lot of times I feel like these are masculine energies that want control of my energy, okay? And then feminine energies that want to drain me of my energy, okay? Sometimes it's named because of me. It's because of the masculines that I'm involved with or have been involved with in the past. Right, so I see this presence of these females, especially this young group of females coming up, right, and including my daughters, you know, and I feel like there's something there when it comes to these masculine energies. Maybe even these women may have looked at or will look at somebody and revere them or something, and I feel like these masculines are, I don't know, maybe changing the course of these young girls' destiny or getting them to do things, you know, the way they want to do it. May look like it's something that is abundant at first, but if these women are not, or if these young girls are not strong, so I guess it's good that they've been, you know, some of these people may have went through the trials and tribulations that they did, then they will not survive, okay? That's just it, okay? I feel like it's not so easy to get rid of the OGs, okay? But when it comes to these young girls, you know, but I keep hearing my grandma saying protect the children, okay? And I feel like one of these masculines or feminine energies that was sent in to me, more so a masculine, you know, this is kind of what they were doing. So it might be even like somebody trying to hand off something, okay? A title or something to somebody, or put somebody on here, okay? All right, I'm just gonna take these three that just popped up or flew out here. Damn, this King of Rods keep coming out. Okay, so let's see. All believers, okay? So we have all believers here in reverse. Let me try to put the cards. Hold on one second. You know what? Let me. Okay. I'm really upset about my little podium thing. Somebody took it out of here. And everybody's trying to act like they don't know where it is when it's been sitting clipped up here for months. All right, so we have all believers, but they're in reverse, okay? And then we have the world card here. All right, so again, I formed thee before you were in your mother's womb, okay? This makes me think about a womb here, okay? And then we have the Empress here, okay? But the Empress is in reverse here, all right? I feel like this is the energy of somebody trying to demote somebody and then secondhand use, like kind of use them or something like this and then try to demote them. Or again, this could be, again, an Empress that has been in power that's not really the Empress, okay? That's in reverse now, okay? So since the World card is here, that's like the center of attention. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to come for somebody's energy. But like I said, I'm not taking the Empress in reverse here. I don't know what kind of trickery or whatever the fuck been going on in the background, but you know what I'm saying? I just know what it is, okay? What time it is for me. And I'm not letting nobody on this planet tell me who I is and who I ain't. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just that energy, okay? I know that there's a lot of people gunning for the fucking title, okay? A lot of people that would rather see me as a prostitute energy or something like this. And let's see what this prostitute energy, because this is a card I pulled yesterday. It's just been sitting up there on the mantle. It says light attributes accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit, okay? And then the shadow attributes is places material considerations and security above self-empowerment, okay? So again, this is people that I guess, but then again, it's kind of like goes both ways here, because if you don't put up some type of guards here, like this is real life shit, is what I'm seeing, okay? I've been seeing it, right? And there is harmful things that can happen to people here, okay? In real fucking life, all right? So it's hard to explain. It's things that, you know, like I said, are being done in the dark. Okay, I think this is a lot of reason why some people like me is maybe, I think there's a masculine, okay? I think most of the people that he deal with, their lips is sealed. They look dead in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak. They hide in the, you know, that might be what has been supposed to been best for me, right? You know what I'm saying? And maybe I wouldn't have dealt with some of this abusive nature or some of this shit like this, right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I heard somebody saying, don't play the victim or something about the victim. But is there victim mentality has nothing, because I'm not no damn victim in that sense, right? Now, I'm not saying, now look, let's be clear. I have been victimized, but I don't play the victim. I don't have a victim mentality like, oh, this happened to me. And, you know, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I tell my story because it's a warrior fucking energy. It's a savage fucking mode that I know somebody doing this shit. It hurts. It happened to me, or these things might happen to me, or they might be happening to other people. And I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And so it's a warrior, like, how dare you try to say that somebody who has a warrior spirit or a savage spirit is somebody who is a victim, has a victim mentality. It's the difference between being a victim. Yes, I'm a victim of some type of ill treatment here. All right? But that doesn't mean that I'm playing victim mentality. That's just trying to use these things as excuses not to, like, mentally excel. You know, like I said, on the Chariot, I may not be able to move forward very swiftly when it comes to Chariot mentality, and when it comes to my home, I might not be able to uproot and move to a new home or go trust anybody and be in the home with anybody. But you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I can't move forward mentally. All right? So I don't know. We got the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I haven't seen him in a long time. All right? All right, and then we have the Sun in reverse, okay? So again, I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe this is even telling me that there's something that has changed when it comes to a certain emperor or a certain masculine energy here. And this is what has this Empress in reverse. Now, this could be the fake Empress that's parading around as if she's the Empress that's in reverse. All right? Because again, we're going back to this World card, and I'm hearing, I knew you before I formed you. And y'all saw, these are new cards, and I just shuffled them, and that's what came out here. But it says to all believers. It's in reverse. Now, I don't know what the hell that means, but this is in this book here, Jeremiah, somebody is telling somebody to go out and be a spokesman, okay? And they're saying, I'm just a child. How can I do that or whatever? So again, all believers may be in reverse right now. People may not be believing what somebody's saying. You know, people might be forcing themselves not to believe what somebody's saying because they know that it's time is up for whatever the fuck they've been doing, whatever. But we got the sun in reverse. So this makes me think again, then now we got the King of Cups. So it's making me think some son, maybe even a son of God, because even that energy of me saying, form you in the womb, I seen some young women and I started to look at them differently, right? Because, you know, we talking about doppelganger energy. We talking about, you know, switch that birth energy. We talking about, you know, shit like that. Like you may even look at like your children at some point in time. You know, there's portions in this text where it says at 7 years old, a child will go with the father or a child will do this, this, and that. So it just made me think if the feminine energy is earth energy, right? But her head can be in the clouds, right? Then again, this means that this could be speaking of children that have been formed by this woman, right? And placed in another womb, okay? Or formed by one woman or one group or one couple and placed in positions, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when we're talking about spirit babies or the heavenly realm, okay? And again, it may have been time for the mother to come out of that energy, but somewhat, there's something weird here, okay? All right, because it could be this energy of this King of Cups or another king energy or emperor energy coming back to this realm or that the earthly realm, or you know what I'm saying, that sector. All right, because when we talking same-sex marriage, I feel like this also is something that cut off. Agreeing to same-sex marriage was able to cut off to limit the connection between as above and so below, if you get what I'm saying. It seemed like it was so that everything could be as above. So like I said, the people below won't even have no say so. You know what I'm saying? It's excuse me. It's kind of like this. So even when we think about that energy of someone being joined together as a pair, okay? One may have abundant, like I keep on saying, one may be abundant by nature, and one may, but whatever they touch, whatever they're around, whether it's a man or whether it's a job, whatever they put their mind to, whatever they focus on, whatever they have, you know, it's like that. Yeah, and especially if you're in a positive energy, you know what I'm saying, and you're getting something, and it's requited love, right? Or requited relationship where things go both ways, you know, that could be beneficial. But I feel like what was happening was it was all one, possibly one-sided, right? Where it's almost like the earth energies or commoners, peasants, and servants, right? Were just being used by higher powers, okay? But I feel like, again, this could also not have to do with your physical location, but your mental space, okay? Damn. It could have to do with your mental space. Like, that's what it could have been getting measured out here in Genesis, though, too. Like, judging a man by his maybe content and character rather than his class or sector, okay? In a woman or whatever, okay? So this might be the intermingling of the children of man, the children of God mingling with the women of the earth or whatever. All right? So it could be that energy here. But I feel like, you know, like I said, same-sex marriage was so that now these two people that are above can work together. Like, you won't even have to acknowledge the individual that's so-called below you or beneath you. You know, it's like they can go ahead and work together and come up with these schemes with the information that they know that would take full advantage of somebody that is a commoner, peasant, or a servant, or someone who would be, again, in a lesser light. Right? And they can choose, they can end you, or, you know what I'm saying, some shit can begin. You know, it's just as simple as that. And a lot of times it can be done behind closed doors. Nobody will know that you're going through these things. Nobody, if it's a jealous woman or something like this, you know what I'm saying, nobody knows you're going through this type of abuse that might be being bestowed upon you by these foreign women, or these women in general, which means immigrants sometimes, not just, you know, a womb, okay? So again, and then since we have prostitution out here, this could be also somebody that, you know, it could be a struggle between a masculine or somebody that has a, admires his daughter, okay, some kind of way. And his wife could be doing everything she can behind the scenes to put her in a prostitute. They could be lying that somebody is a prostitute. They could be, you know, I'm saying, trying to devalue somebody's information or energy or something like this. This could be somebody that could be using their daughter's information, like keeping what their daughter is doing suppressed by messing with the algorithm. And since these two people would be very wealthy probably together, you know what I'm saying, they can probably be able to afford to pay for whatever the fuck this is, okay? And it's almost like, you know, with that Ann Boylan kind of thing where, you know, he went out and he slew his cow or whatever, and he said, if I can't control it, I don't need it. And it made me think about, like I said, when it comes to genital mutilation, when it comes to, you know, sterilization, when it comes to whatever it's coming to, when it's talking about this farm energy, right? Because these people, again, Jupiter ascending, that was all about harvesting and cattle, okay? It was all about harvesting and cattle, okay? So again, this is somebody that, like I said, have their cake and eat it too here. All right, so we have deception here, right? So they'll take somebody that is probably kind of even slow, you know what I'm saying, that they can control, or young women that they can control, right? But I feel like whatever this is, there was a masculine energy that was, and it may be this King of Cups energy that didn't want me to possibly engage with other energies or do anything, just, you know, sit still or whatever. Like, you could be a messenger still, but, you know what I'm saying, I just don't want you, I don't want you doing nothing with nobody. But I feel like, again, when this masculine maybe had his back turned, you know, I think these people took that as an opportunity to abuse something, or, again, try to leave a doorway open so that, again, an Empress energy could be tampered with. That's just how I feel. This could also be that King of Cups energy that was, you know, dead, or, you know, was that might have passed, or, you know, that was not coherent or something. All right, because we have the Alchemist here, okay? And this says light attributes is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And then the shadow attributes of that is to misuse of power and knowledge that came through spiritual practice, okay? So again, that's another thing. I feel like whatever this is, somebody was trying to make it seem like somebody is some way, or that they don't know something, or somebody's trying to even have control of somebody's data, their information, how far it stretches out, who's able to listen to it, how they view the information by chopping up things that you say to make it seem like you're saying something and you weren't saying that. This could be people manipulating your words. That's a dangerous thing, I think, about speaking about anything these days, because people can, you know what I'm saying, like, say you do something like how I do longer videos, and somebody don't want to sit through that all day, so they may have somebody verify or go through this information. This person may be jealous of you. This person may think that you're coming for their job or title or something like this. This person may whatever, so they'll manipulate whatever you're saying, is what I'm feeling here. Like, even with this, look at this, how this lady looking with this Page of Pentacles. You know, she almost looked like she's scared to present her pinnacle. It's almost maybe like, even there's an instance where somebody's supposed to be presenting a gift. This could be, again, some kind of spiritual gift, some type of, you know, something that somebody would be offering. In like, again, when it comes to Cain and Abel, okay? Somebody wasn't, they took somebody's offering but didn't take somebody else's. You see what I'm saying? Now, this could be, it's making me think, when we're talking about regular society, this might be somebody that took something superficial over something that was authentic. You know, it's just that. You know, it's just that fucking energy. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is. But like I said, I was looking at this young girl or whatever that I feel for a long time had a evil eye out for me. And that kept coming to my mind, because I'm like, okay, I see this person is above. But again, something kept telling me, I formed you. So again, since these people are twins, And since somebody is putting this energy, you know, I don't know, I feel like a Moana energy, I feel like somebody's pushing over, like all that energy was within me, right? Okay, there's some calling that's been called for me to do, but somebody is switching this out, okay? They may be trying to use a daughter or another descendant or something like this to perform that role or that task, to get the honor for that, even though I've done the fucking work. I got it out the mud. I laid it out in almost 2,000 fucking videos on this channel, and about 10 or 15 years worth of this and that. So somebody was never really they just have you thinking that. It's almost like somebody just playing with you when it comes to being in some kind of group or society or something, or and putting you through the initiation process, but they never were going to place you in a position here, right? That you might threaten them. You may be more knowledgeable about something than they are. You know, you might be looked at more, you know, people might be saying, hey, I like what this person is saying. And then that person starts to change or alter the way that they treat you or something like this. All right. And then try to make you think it's you and that you're not good enough and doubt yourself and shit like that. But a motherfucker ain't another motherfucker on this planet that can get me to doubt anything that I'm doing. It just ain't. There's not another bitch in the world. I don't give a fuck how skinny, pretty, whatever the fuck she is. It just ain't nobody else that I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what knowledge. I like the unique something of what the fuck I have to offer. And I know you can't just find that shit anywhere. And that's just it. So it's saying calling in your soulmate. All right. I'm not going to read the bottom halves of these cards anymore. All right. So again, somebody's saying somebody is worth waiting for. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I feel like I'm just looking to the side. So again, this could be, like I said, a father figure doesn't have to be your biological father. So that's why I feel like we get some of this shit wrong when it comes to like Adam and Eve and all. I mean, because again, first of all, people will say, oh, well, how did they populate or whatever if Adam and Eve was the only ones in the Bible and they was kin or some shit like that. But there was other people in the Bible. I mean, other people in the garden. If you really read the shit, there was other people in the garden, including the serpent. So we have true love, okay? But I feel like it says make the effort in reverse, because I feel like somebody has always tried to make the effort physically or financially or by being a hovering energy, but never really in real life, okay? And I feel like somebody in real life didn't want nothing but to make the connection, right? And so it's, you know, it's just like who's then what, you know? It's almost like, I don't know. It's just annoying for me to even talk about, actually. So again, we have Samaritan, but somebody knew that something was untouchable, or, you know what I'm saying? That's also possibly even that energy here. All right, of untouchable or Dalit energy. But it's really not. Like, it's just like, if you're that tough, you could change whatever it is to make it happen. But, you know, like I said, if you're that much of a God, you know what I'm saying? But I guess that's not what we're dealing with, okay? So it says the Samaritan here, okay? It says the light attributes is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore, all right? And then we have the shadow attributes is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help. Let's see, for the help you offer. What is that? Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So I don't know what that means. Maybe this is somebody trying to control how people appreciate them or something like that. I don't know. No, exacting. Oh, or maybe this is somebody saying, you know, I did this for you. I did that. I don't know. Maybe it's that kind of energy. Or remember that time when I did this. Remember that time. You know what I'm saying? Every time something happened, one of those people that do shit like that, that the ones you don't want to ask for nothing, or you don't want to never have to ask for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and read. So these are the words of Jeremiah, son of Hilkiah, one of the priests of Anathoth. So again, this is making me think about Anathoth. Okay. Anna and Thoth, okay, in the territory of Benjamin. So again, that's what I'm saying about Louis. There's something about Louis energy, and then Louis, like I told y'all, Shay Anna, okay? That's my little sister's name, okay? And I feel like even if I look at her features, you know what I'm saying? She kind of reminds me of somebody, okay? She kind of reminds me of the queen when she was younger, like the first her, see, because she don't look the same. No, maybe it's the second her, it's the new her, okay? Again, I was thinking back in my mindset about her features when she was born, right? How it all happened, what all kind of shit was going on. It felt like there was some temperance, because I did pull temperance out of, that was one of the first cards out this deck that I pulled. But it made me think about there had been something going on with forming someone, right? It's even that energy, like I'm saying, maybe even somebody trying to leave somebody out of an equation here. And it might have been 3, but now somebody is making it 2 because it's more easy for this masculine to control this younger element here. All right. So this could be also the energy of this child being formed, but I'm saying with somebody else's DNA, right? So somebody could be somebody's sister, mama. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm just sources showing it through my eyes. It could be my story, but it can also be somebody else's. It's about what's, I guess, how it's resonating with who. Maybe this is a dynamic of something in your family too, that you feel like some shit like this has happened, where 2 have joined, or 2 or 3 have joined together, you know, to try to go against you. Okay. So again, I feel like this might be somebody even trying to demote the Empress, or again, try to put the Empress in reverse here, like I said, and choose the World card energy, okay? Which could be this sister energy, or they could have put that, the sister could have been the Empress all this time for the past year or something like this, 6 months, 4 months or something like this, and she could be in reverse now, and somebody's going back to keeping somebody in this womb-like energy, sheltered energy, right? The protection could be gone from here already. And this masculine could allow for certain things or wasn't aware. You know, but again, like I said, I think somebody was thinking with their head, a different head, okay? All right, and the fact that he's sitting there holding a scepter like this is letting me know, and he holding a cup in the other hand, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this cup reminds me of like the Holy Grail, okay? Or nectar, right? Or something to do with, like I said, your crown. Or just cup energy. It has to do with the dome, or, you know, like that. And then I feel like the scepter has something to do with the phallus energy, okay? But then this cup is in the right hand. So it's like the right hand of God, because God, this energy as a God on earth, or as a Lord energy, okay? This could be even a Lord in all caps, okay? Looking down in that cup, he knows the type of bond and relationship. He knows what kind of information, what kind of energy is being in this damn cup. But again, sometimes I feel like this wand or whatever in the head of it, you know, could really, you know what I'm saying, get somebody on some fucked up shit. All right? That's just my opinion, okay? And it's like, to have your cake and eat it too, you wanted to put the sun in reverse and worship the moon, because the moon allows some bullshit like this. The moon damn near want to be with the Empress. You know what I'm saying? And this might be a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? So the moon, if the moon feels like the Empress is not interested, then the moon is able to use laws or lies or any other type of manipulation to try to manipulate the situation. Because there's something about, you know, the moon wanting something just for one time. But like I said, whatever this thing is of this connection or this consummation or something like this, I feel like, you know, sometimes make me think, was I supposed to take part in something and I was denying it? Because did I go against the ancestors? Or, you know, is this something where I didn't come here to, you know what I'm saying, fit into these molds? I came to break them. You know what I'm saying? And so just because people want me, they think that it's always been that way before, but that's like Kong submitting to somebody. That fucking don't happen. Right? So that person might have even thought they was the biggest bad in the jungle, but it may be somebody else where they have to inflict pain and actual torture and these things, particular mental things or physical, on people to get their way here. And they're able to use, like I said, man's laws and lies, right? And this is why, there's a difference between, like I said, being abundant and chasing the fuck after it, right? I feel like there's a difference between financial abundance or wealth, okay? And somebody just being abundant in nature. It takes two kind of like to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I'm seeing and hearing. All right. So I feel like, again, the sun is in reverse here. Okay. Somebody maybe took up with the moon here. Okay. Somebody, because they're under it, I think it's having to do with moon magic and different type of things here. Somebody might even get off on the fact that the moon can do certain sinister things, especially to control people. These are people that possibly like to control situations and control people, especially people that they know have more power or authority over them. But to embarrass them and ridicule them in front of people, they will do these fucking things that they've done over time, you know what I'm saying, in order to make other people think that somebody is not powerful. So if God, how did God allow for some, these are people that work together now in this coven energy here, okay? And they will do things and maybe even record them in this day and age, maybe drug somebody, working all together, making money, doing shit to people, you know what I'm saying, to make believers go in reverse here. So then this could even just be some kind of somebody just trying to catch a fish or trying to catch this energy here, all right? And just keep it, not being able to do anything to grow or anything, like the work that they put in won't be recognized or nothing. This could be somebody that could look at you as an understudy, but really they might have been studying you the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And because they have a more of a following or something like that, it's easier to cut you out and just take the information, you know what I'm saying, and run with it. So we're going to go ahead and read this shit real quick because I'm getting irritated. I feel like I'm feeling the sense of why source got me here. All right? We got deception here, okay? And then all believers is in reverse. I'm telling you, somebody witnessed somebody doing something horrid to someone and said, and this may be taking advantage of the fact that someone may have been just cut off, killed, sick, and passed away. Somebody of power and authority, a father figure that may have, when I think about the wings of an angel, I think about a lot of different children, like genes. I see like forefather energy, but I also see, like I said, like angels are supposed to go fly to people, even though it don't never say that they have wings in the Bible, okay? Because again, the wings or what helps them fly might be what they also get from these type of relationships with children or daughters or sons, you know what I'm saying, on earth. So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like that's what keeps them afloat, okay? Where I feel like the fact that we don't hear nothing about wings in the Bible when it's talking about angels, you know what I'm saying, really in real life, you know what I'm saying, this is somebody that has some type of closeness or bond or something with God. It don't really have nothing to do with them feathers. But like I said, these feathers, these feathers could represent, the support system of a deity or a God with a little g. All right, their followers, their flock, something like that, okay? So again, if you could keep a man's views or their flock down or turn all their believers against them by showing something gruesome or horrible that you've been able to do to them or something behind the scenes. What I think all of this is real whack and wicked because somebody is taking advantage of someone who has been affected in a sense where you're not even fighting it's like a 50-year-old man trying to fight a 2-year-old little boy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you think you're doing? That shit is ill and sickening, and you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's been doing, and I feel like that's why even in boxing they have different classes or whatever, heavyweight and all that other shit, lightweight or whatever they have, okay? Because again, or how they have male boxing and female, but I'm pretty sure they got something that's mixed or whatever, but most likely, you know what I'm saying, men are fighting fucking men, hopefully, in the ring. Right? But because these people can work in the shadows and behind the scenes, they can make things very unbalanced. All right? Where this could be a place where men go and just let out and leash out their anger if things are not going their way on women in silence. about things that would embarrass them, that they would not come forward and want to talk about. First of all, because it can hurt their rule or their reign, or it can make them look weak. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I didn't come here. It's time to look at these women as fucking strong and powerful and not give them their flowers while they're here, but uphold them in the light the fucking that they deserve at this particular time. Don't wait the fucking till I die, bitch. And you don't even have to, like I'm saying, you do, and maybe this is even with the Samaritan is exacting appreciation. That's not exacting appreciation. That's everybody else. Everybody else is getting the opportunity to, you know, being judged by their works, right? Not judging a book by its cover, but being judged by their works. Now, if somebody's hiding somebody's works and taking portions of the works that look like it might be looking bad because, you know what I'm saying, they picked up in the conversation in the middle of conversation. If somebody come pick up on a conversation in the middle of the conversation and then go take and relate that message to somebody else, you might fuck up some whole shit, okay? Because you didn't want to listen to it entire. Same thing with books and stuff like that, right? If you're not looking for a specific thing, or if you're not talking about a specific point being made, it's hard to really say. It is. That's why I deal with like correlating points. If we're correlating something with something else, precept upon precept, I feel like it's cool. But again, like everybody's not going to be able to read every fucking full book all the time. You know what I'm saying? But if, like I said, the way I work, source lead me to things that I didn't even know. Like I bought a book or something, and I didn't even know I was going to go into that fucking book and find something. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, now I'm thinking, oh, so every step I've been taking along the way, somebody has been with me, guiding me. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent here. So, again, I feel like people have been called to do things, but I think only people maybe thought that they were going to make it to into a certain light. And then once they start to exceed that or excel that, or if the mentor feels like, you know, somebody is excelling them, then that could be trouble, especially if this person has been hidden under somebody's wing. It just could. If they haven't been allowed to grow and spread their wings and, you know, be abundant. And that's why I feel like this whole energy, especially in tarot and all this other stuff. I was talking to my sister last night and I'm like, there's no way with the information, whether somebody think it's fake, they think it's this, with the heat and the energy. See, because they don't know that, you know, a motherfucker like me can read energy. I don't even really have to turn on this PC or this phone to sense energy coming towards me, the Eight of Wands and what it might be talking about. Now, it's not when I when I wake up in the morning and I can sense that, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers gonna be talking about this or whatever, or the whole current, because we're talking about energy and frequency and current and currency, right? So again, I can kind of feel like it's like dipping your fingers in the water to see what kind of day it's going to be within the tarot community, the indigenous community, or whatever the fuck these communities is, okay? It's like catching wind of something here. And sometimes I try to ignore the wind, and sometimes I fucking can, and sometimes I can't. All right? But I can sense what they're doing. Like, that is the thing about, say you only have 1,000 followers or whatever, right? And you really don't know nothing about spirituality or people linking to your energy or whatever. You're thinking you don't even have to really protect yourself at this point in time. You're only getting like one view for it. But what if you were really somewhere getting hundreds of thousands and millions of views, right? Everybody else know you know, you just don't know the fuck that they know. So again, when we're talking inflation or when we're talking about somebody not knowing, you know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to exact somebody's appreciation, trying to make sure somebody don't know how much they appreciate it, because then what? I can't give love back. I can't give love where I can't see. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like that. It's like, how do I even give love back to somebody? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to make you look like this kind of ruler that's just all about yourself and full of yourself, and you don't see nobody else but yourself. But again, well, damn, how else would I know? But when it comes to the presence of like some kind of energy here, I know that there's more people viewing me than what the fuck YouTube is saying. So, but then again, that leads to more people that could be sending horrible energy your way, and you're getting weighed down and bogged down. You don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you get to 100,000 subscribers, you've dealt with negative people sending nasty things, evil things into you. So you know, as you're working your way up, you know how to handle and combat this negative energy. But if you just thinking you over here with just these many people watching, and really it's that many people watching, you're not even being able to protect yourself. You wasn't even given the right to be able to protect yourself from that much energy coming your way, especially if you're an empath or somebody that, you know what I'm saying, when you can be bogged down by other people's energy and not even know it. And this is something that I'm just now realizing. I'm thinking like now, you know what I'm saying? There's been more people attacking your energy than you know. Somebody been trying to make it seem like you a small fry when you really the fuck not. And this has allowed people to tamper with your fucking energy, right? And people that shouldn't even be able to touch you to probably touch you. You know what I'm saying? To touch or play in your fucking energy field. You know what I'm saying? This could be whatever. It's like depreciating a vehicle or something. Because once you buy that vehicle and you drive off that fucking lot, if you change your mind, the price already done depreciated. That now that you done fucking took it off the lot. You ain't gonna get back what you got for that motherfucker just by driving off the lot. So I don't know. I feel like that. All right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about a test drive, but I'm just saying once you purchase it and drive off the lot, that's different. But also the price is depreciating as the more people driving that vehicle to test drive it. Just is. Okay. So yeah, so I think we already did this or something like this, but I wanted to talk about this here because it's talking about when the people of Jerusalem went into exile, okay? And this is Jeremiah 1, okay? It says, "In the word the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you," okay? So this take me back to these twin energies here, all right? I would have married Kate and Ashley because there's something about that Sagitt energy here, okay, too. No disrespect, okay? Possibly something about my twins spiritually. It could be swapped at birth energy here, okay? Or at a certain age here, okay? This could even be the instance where these children have been turned against their mother or feel like they were ignored by their mother or they don't even know it's their mother. It's like, again, I'm your father. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody tripping, like somebody could have been going against somebody and not know that that's their mother, or something like that, okay? This could be like a generational thing here, okay? Because it makes me think about the Lion's Gate or that type of energy of that God energy, okay? So this could be why, again, these other foreign women were coming for the wombs of these women and the clitoral energy. Because if you think about a ship also, and you think about the shape of the clitoris, it's the same thing as like the kind of like, I don't know, I was just thinking about the way a ship is made or whatever, okay? And how the hood part, you know, like I said, I don't know. I mean, I be thinking some just weird stuff sometimes, but, you know, it's kind of true a little bit. Because, you know, with ships birthing and pulling up to the dock to deliver, you know, it's the same thing like I'm saying. I don't know. It just has something to do with this, with ships. Like physical ships, the way that they were made or whatever too. You know, and even like in the belly of the ship, these ships, if there were just the designs that were drawn in here in some of these in this text, and we don't have none of these slave ships still left over to sea, you know, then it must mean that these ships actually was some type of symbolic way of describing these relationships And those are the real slave ships. These type of things that have been signed over with penmanship. When we're talking about censorship. See, these are the real ships that brought us back into slavery. Other people signing things over with their hands. Hidden agenda to steal the identity of prominent figures here. And then other people coming in and playing the roles of those particular people. In government or whoever these higher ups allowing that shit. See, that's what I'm saying about same sex, because that can just be, you know what I'm saying, high class energy, merchants dealing with merchants. So that will override whatever the fuck is going on with the children and the people, because merchants is only thinking about fucking what they doing being merchants, mercantile or money or whatever. They're not really thinking about the workers or the children or the whatever. That's why it's supposed to be balanced with that like this, because one is going to be able to give the aspect of, you know, the people, right? And work with that person that may not be even, they're like ill people, you know what I'm saying? Or they're only concerned about what they can get from people or how they can move people or what they can do behind the scenes to people. And this is what I'm saying. That's that 1% aspect that turns to a horrid, I mean, we're just repeating these particular cycles of servitude or slavery instead of things being well balanced, and you could get more things from somebody when you treat them sweet. I mean, it's just, you don't have to be nice and bend over backwards, but just don't harm people and fucking try to control them 100%. And you're going to be able to get what you want. Just like a woman, you can try to control her all day, but really all you got to do is treat her right, and you're going to get what the fuck you need. Tenfold, you're going to get what you need. It's going to be awesome and amazing. So a motherfucker can look at somebody's relationship from the outside in all the time. But you're not going to really know that and judge somebody from what you see them in a relationship with another motherfucker. So you just saying you a basic. You just somebody that's basic as fuck. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, even if I'm just looking at a motherfucker, oh, okay, that's what they doing over there. Now, I don't need to come in between that. You know, but if a motherfucker come towards me, yeah, okay, I maybe know. But succubus energy goes and targets men, right? But again, it's just like, you know, I don't know. I feel like a female could be a whole different person with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She could be with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and not be feeling some kind of way and not want to do this some kind of way or something. But she could be thinking about a whole nother motherfucker all the way that she want to do what the fuck she want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like people just misjudge. They're not qualified or something. There's people looking at you, wondering if you qualified, and I'm thinking it's you. Because I know what the fuck I see. I know what I want. I go for what I want. I say what I want. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck wrong with you? So who the real emperor up in this bitch? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just been always my nature. I see a motherfucker and I want it. I'm a attempt to get it when I was younger. Okay? With my more King of Wands energy. All right? Wasn't shit on this planet. So I knew I was a motherfucking king. I probably knew I was a king back then. You know what I'm saying? Before I really, you know, knew. Oh, it's nose ring. Hold on. Sorry. Apologies. I act like one. So, oh my goodness, my nose. So we got, oh, well, okay. Okay. So I don't know. We got... we got imprisonment. It was kind of sideways, but we just gonna go ahead and just say that that's just something right here. But it was sideways, but by the time I picked it up, you know what I'm saying, it was up, you know, in reverse here. So again, this may be somebody who's supposed to be going into a mental prison or actual prison, but they're maybe not. We got a main male in reverse here. All right. Somebody's number one. Okay. And then we have the courthouse in reverse here. 23. So again, I don't know. That's that 23 in me. This could be having something to do with somebody doing something with somebody's DNA. This could be having something to do with, you know, again, like I said, that swoosh energy where somebody just, you know what I'm saying, made a point, but then I guess something with this courthouse energy right here may be put in reverse. Okay. So again, so like I said, there's a whole bunch of paying off you know, lawyers and judges and everything like this. There's a whole bunch of hidden cases and shit that's going on. That's one-sided. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of shit that's going on that shouldn't be. I mean, it just shouldn't. But, you know, whatever. It's funny when it's happening to somebody else, but when it happened to you, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say. All right? We got strength here. So, yeah, some type of manipulation here. Somebody's stroking somebody's ego here. Maybe this is what somebody like. They like somebody that's going to stroke their ego instead of tell them the fucking truth. Or somebody thought they could hire you to tell something, and then it end up, you know, they didn't realize that you was going to be real, raw, true, and authentic, and it's going to expose what the fuck they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Then now you the problem. No, you asked me to come in here to do the job. You asked me to do what I know how to do. And now that it's exposing you, we through. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the energy that I feel, you know what I'm saying, one of these masculines tried to, you know, come at me with. And there's nothing wrong with this type of change. Matter of fact, it's going to happen. All right, we got shaman here, okay? So a shamanic energy, and also shamanic energy, I mean, it can't be like magician kind of energy to me, okay? This is somebody that also knows how to use natural herbs and stuff like that, things like that, that may be undetected, you know what I'm saying, to give to people. They can make hallucinogenics. It's all kind of shit here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it almost give me kind of like alchemy, like earth alchemy, or natural, like, you know what I'm saying? Not laboratory alchemy, but outwardly still by using herbs and minerals and things around somebody to create certain things, right? And then, like I said, with inner alchemy, it's just already. This is somebody that, you know, might have all kind of different bones and, you know, different roots and shit in their house. And, you know, they might have like apothecary jars and shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? In a lab, they would have beakers. They would have, you know, probably like little syringes. They will have these things. But again, when you're dealing with a vessel of God or that original God energy, there's something already in you. Okay? There's something already in the fuck you that's powerful. You don't have to pick up. It might be nice. You could probably enhance some shit with it, but you don't have to pick up these roots and shit and do these things to try to crush it up and try to make something happen. That is what the fuck God energy the fuck is, especially when we're talking about the American gods. It's already in you. It can be activated, right? Possibly with a joint effort. This is the first time I've ever pulled this card here. And that's not joint with anybody. In order to really activate that shit, it has to be those bodies. So again, maybe with this 3 here, this and it's sitting right on top of the sun in the world card, maybe it is saying that there has to be 3, but maybe the moon doesn't have to be involved. Maybe it's another aspect that can be involved. Maybe it's the shamanic aspect or of that which is natural, like natural healing and shit like that, okay? Because there's different aspects to this. The shaman energy can help or harm. Some shamans could probably whip up some shit to fuck you up, but they can also whip up something to heal you. Okay? Same thing with inner alchemy. You can whip up something by your emotions or how people treat you or what's being done. You know what I'm saying? That can fire. It makes me think about Katie Kaboom from Warner Brothers, okay? When she would get so mad or whatever and then just turn into this monster or whatever. So again, there's this aspect, but then also there could be something activated that can show and spread a lot of love. And it's just, I don't know. That's just what I feel. All right, we have warrior woman in reverse. Nobody wants to be in that mode. Nobody does. But if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're masculine or something like that, then flip the script on you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe because of jealousy, or maybe because of another bitch is in their ear and got a hold of them, a hold of their mind. Love is blind and it'll take over your mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of Eve energy here. That's just like a fucking warning. Because I feel like whoever it was, whether it be woman, the Lilith or Eve in the garden, I was giving them a benefit of the doubt for a certain extent. But I feel like people was trying to put me in that energy too. Right? That could also be me in a God energy or a masculine energy, realizing that I had a Eve or a serpent energy, these other women around me. You know what I'm saying? That I couldn't detect or couldn't see. These women could be in masculine vassals today. Like I'm just saying. Because we are our ancestors to a certain extent. They could be men outwardly, but be having some female fucking tendencies. That's Adam, androgyny. That's also maybe why I sense that whole energy of somebody being someone who, you know what I'm saying, can dish it out but can't take it. That's why they like to hide what they're dishing, what they're serving on the dish. Because when the tables turn and somebody called them out, then they can say, y'all know me, I don't do nothing like this. But in all actuality, that's just how they is. Or they can hire somebody to be that way. All right? So let's read this shit, okay? Because I think I've been talking for too long. These are just pointers. Again, we just freestyling. There's no method to the madness. I don't study and research nothing before the fuck I come on here. You know, we just saying what it is, all right? And hoping that somebody can pick up something from it, all right? I don't do like other people. I'm well, goddamn, probably not. I'm not regular. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure what I'm saying makes some sense to some fucking body. It could be making sense to a lot of bodies. All right? So again, it says the word of the Lord in all caps came to me saying, now this, but remember, this ain't God, but this is a Lord of all caps. So this is a powerful being here. All right. This could be somebody that even mirrors this energy as a warrior woman right here in reverse. She's not, you know, ready to, you know, anymore. She might be softer or something, right? Or better. Okay. And then we have joint effort here, and then shaman. So this could be, like I said, some kind of union of somebody, you know, mind, body, and soul as well. So again, it says, the word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Okay. And before you were born, I set you apart and appointed you as a prophet to the nations. All right. Now, I feel like this is somebody trying to show me that they are turning somebody else into this prophet. All right. Or they're trying to, somebody might be showing me that they're trying to look for these replacement girls. Right. But it's all actuality. Some of this shit is not fair because a lot of these people, they have already probably sent certain things to study you, whether it be dabbling in your Akashic, in your sleep realm, or, you know what I'm saying, looking at your information or looking at your documents or, you know, like your work or something like that, and learning from it and then using it, you know what I'm saying, to do something with it. But they're not really paying homage, you know what I'm saying, to whoever the fuck they got it from. So it's almost like that person never existed, right? It's a lot of control going on. Somebody see me as like a whirlwind, a spitfire. Somebody see me as something to fucking, I'm just trying to say. And here we go. So this Samaritan energy could be somebody thinking that I'm taking that to the head, but it's not. I'm just saying, just by knowing the way people's minds work. Somebody sees somebody as a threat here. Somebody that didn't want to be nothing but a help to somebody or work with somebody. You know what I'm saying? But didn't have to. This is somebody that knows the fuck that they don't have to work with nobody. But I was willing to work. I don't give a fuck if you do look like you bigger than me in society or you got more money or something. That ain't gonna make me think that I'm less than or I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know who the fuck I am and what I have to offer when it's talking about what I'm talking the fuck about. All right? So again, I feel like that could be that energy to take somebody down a notch or something like that. But God, you know what I'm saying? Like, but fucking God. And I feel like that's what people like to do here. Because I cuss. When the real cursing is what they're doing to us with this paperwork. Okay? And shit like that. All right? And my God is authentic. All right. And if it was about cussing, God would have never took and put me in any position that I've been. Do you see what I'm saying? If it was because I ate chicken, pork, or anything, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a vegan, listen to what I'm saying. People got you worried about the wrong things, so you don't think that you're worthy, so you don't even fucking try to get to know yourself, to look in the mirror, to tap into that, to look at those things a little bit differently, right? Maybe somebody was a little bit more promiscuous, but somebody feel like they can judge you or do something like this or harm you or judge you or call you out on some shit in this realm. But you seeing why source had you in that energy in the first fucking place. And again, like I said, if we want to go ahead and get technical, if God know everything you're going to do and God plan everything, your whole steps in your life, then really ain't nothing that you fucking did really your motherfucking fault, is it? I mean, it's just what you want, how you want to look at it. How you want to look at it. Then is it free will? Am I a free person? Do I have free will? If I'm just, this a script here. And then your parents before that. That's why I don't blame people for shit that happen. I notice it for what it was. I take it as a lesson. I analyze shit that might have bothered me when I was young or something like this. I self-heal. Been self-healing my whole fucking life. Dealing with people instance. So now it's just, it was time for me to be able to unravel and see that everything ain't so tightly wound, you know, and as matter of factual as you thought it was, especially when it comes to and is pertaining to family and friends. Some shit is hidden. People have hidden agendas. It's all kind of shit that could be surrounding something. It doesn't mean that somebody wanted to hurt somebody, but I do feel like some of us grew up in families that they knew something was different or special about us, all right? And they chose to, you know what I'm saying? Treat you some fucking kind of way. And a lot of people chose to ignore it. Other family members and stuff like that chose to ignore it. It says, Lord God. Now, this womb, like I said, this don't matter. This don't have to be a woman that's pregnant with a baby in their womb. This could be some kind of courtship, some kind of coming together, some kind of joining, like in a, here, let me see. Oh. I'm even thinking about the Three of Pentacles for some reason. Oh. And like the, it's like a Dutch style. What is that style? No, is it a gable? I'm trying to think of what kind of shape that is the roof of a, because that was the same thing. That, ooh. That's the same. See, and that's how spirit, you, like, again, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm saying, okay? I don't know why when we was in that church yesterday, okay? And, you know, I noticed that small talk and shit like that that's going on around me, you know, how it will be juicy for you to be sitting behind somebody at church and hear them gossiping about somebody next to them or somebody at home or how their daughter do that, you know. Like how when I was younger, my ears used to go to conversations like that, right? But now all that shit is just mundane to me. When I'm in a place, and I think I've always been like this, I'm paying attention to things like that. Like this church, I think, was built in 1890 or some shit like that we was in. And I'm looking at the architecture. I'm looking at the roof. I'm looking at how the peak of the roof or how it's shaped and shit like that, right? And so again, the church that we were in, that's exactly how the Three of Pentacles, that thing on top of the Three of Pentacles, that's exactly how this church was. And it's just so funny because I don't know why I was looking at my, not in a horrible, I wasn't looking at them in a negative spirit, but I was just looking and listening. I was just feeling. Because I hadn't seen my in-laws in a very long time. And I was just feeling out the energy. I was just feeling out, what is a wedding? Why is it that, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad for these people, you know, and things like this. But what is it about this type of marriage or a ceremony that seems so ceremonies in general, the way that we do them today, funerals. What is it about these things that bothers me? From the type of buildings that we choose to have them in. It's just something. It's like everything. Oh my goodness. I don't know, y'all. It's hard for me to like compartmentalize all what I'm saying. Because I don't want to come off, I don't know who be watching or whatever, you know, and I'm not coming off talking about, it's not nothing to do with the wedding, but I noticed how I was just geared in. I was looking at people's faces and features, and certain shit was being said to me about these people. So maybe that's just what it is, you know, being that type of empath that you just pick up on things. All right, we have contentment, okay? I'm thinking like, what's the real dynamic of a wedding? Because I was thinking like, okay, if a brother dies in some of these religious aspects, depending on where you are, what land you're living in, and things like this, if a man dies or something like this, then the wife is supposed to marry without a child. Then the wife is supposed to marry the brother, or like when you think about shit like this, I started thinking, what are we signing up for? You know what I'm saying? What did I had to go back to my wedding and say, who was the best man? Who was the bridesmaid? What spiritual, it's like almost we're here grounded on this level, but there's something else going on up here in the universe or in the ether here. That when we come together with these things, these traditional ways, we may be sealing some type of fate here. We may be doing something here. And then what can kill somebody? Could a masculine or somebody on a spiritual level cull somebody by setting them up and doing something and cutting them off from being a nation? You know, like there's different ways to kill or cull someone. I was very emotional. A lot of the songs that came on Pandora, they had a DJ, which first it tripped me out because they had a DJ. But many of the songs that make me emotional that I've been thinking about when I'm separated from the masculine, or when I'm, you know, or when I was really in, when I've really felt the heaviness of the masculine's energy around. A lot of those songs came on at that, the DJ played them at that wedding. And I was feeling really emotional at the wedding. It was just a general sense of emotions here. It's almost like the masculine was trying to place his energy there. But it's almost like, again, this is the original masculine. That would have been his friend that got married. I mean, I know this Taurus was in it, but I'm telling you, we're talking about galactic type shit here. Replacements and Clone Wars, okay? So it's almost like in just looking at the groom and seeing him emotional like that, and the things that he said in his letter and his vows, there's something else. It's almost like, you know, Lord, it's almost like something. Like the true north light guiding is like, really those vows were very prominent there, because I don't understand. I don't understand fully, but energy transfer is like something I can say here. Because I'm hearing hotel. On the way there, something was telling me hotel setup. I didn't even want to, you know, I didn't want to offend anybody, but for a second, I wasn't going to end up going to the reception. I'm thinking, what am I getting myself into? What am I walking into? But when I was pulling up to the place, it said a song called Grateful came on. It's just like, what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the sun in reverse. I'm telling you. Something is accounting coup. right? Someone kept saying it's a setup. Oh my goodness. And that's what I'm saying, because even I came back from the wedding, and like I said, this is not even talking about my sister in any light, but the fact that she called me out of the blue, and I haven't talked to her for so long. And it kind of like it was like one of those letting loose conversations. And something already told me somebody is trying to get somebody to call you and talk to you about information or something. Now, I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying, how if you're not really strong, certain energy in certain... You could be used. This is why I don't take shit personal and I analyze everything. Do you think there may be somebody that will say, hey, you know, I need you to call, do this, get this information, whatever. Okay, cool. Or I'm going to pay you this, or, you know, just do it for me because they in love with somebody. So, okay, cool. To sabotage something, right? People can do that. Literally, legitly, they can do it, okay? But I also think there's a presence of energy too, where people are connected. And again, like I said, people are being used in a light that they don't know. Like you may have just thought you was calling to check on me, but I can feel and sense the energy on you that wanted you to do this out of the blue, or it's not really out of the blue, right? Okay. Using you to let me calm down and let loose. I'm not talking enough. So, you know, this kind of shit like this happens sometimes, where they'll have somebody I ain't talked to in a long time, where they think I'm just going to dump out everything I'm doing, everything I'm thinking into that conversation. Because that's how I am. Usually when I deal with somebody, you know, I'm just legit and authentic with you, right? Anything I'm saying here, I can say to you, right? And that's why I'm able to fucking say it here. But people don't always understand. It's hard for people to understand what I'm saying, okay? But I know when an energy, because I'm studying this, I know when an energy is using somebody else to try to get information, extract information, or to like ruffle my feathers or whatever. Sometimes I catch it when something getting me pissed off. Sometimes I catch it just in time. Oh, I see what the fuck you on today. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, yeah, the Weaver in reverse here. Okay. So again, like I said, I feel like the Weaver is a very powerful witch. All right. And I think that there's only a few of them. There's only a few of them left. I wonder if a Weaver could be being used against another Weaver to get a Weaver in reverse here. A Weaver, this could also be somebody that's weaving a plan. If you look at how this woven energy is, and you look at the money or the dollar bill, you know what I'm saying? You could see that woven energy or that web energy as well. And that God is what a lot of people trust, right? So they'll act abundance, or they'll try to steal somebody else's abundant nature. I noticed that a lot of these females that came against me, that I can sense they do things just like me. Like, again, throwing certain, you know, now people can do this all they want, but I noticed that, again, if I'm not cooking that much, and I'm just trying to remember, we were talking about this last night too. I can't even remember some of my fucking recipes. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been cooking for so long, but I feel like this was all some type of spiritual attack to deplete me and make a mockery or a fool, or to try to prove that this relationship ain't all that. This person don't cook. She don't clean. But the whole time somebody was, this a very powerful witch now. We got the Maiden of Shields here, but this is a very powerful witch that has placed something in somebody's home, placed something in you, placed something around you or something to make them come off as Martha Stewart, and you to come off as like some bitch that just don't take care of yourself and don't take care of your children. Whole time you knowing it's a spiritual attack, and instead of being able to kick back your feet and do all this, right, because your masculine is being fair to you and honest to you and treating you right, and you will be, instead of being aware that this other bitch even exists, so you will know how to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that, well, the masculine that's attached to you, because he letting this bitch get away with this shit because he under mind control or whatever, or he's being manipulated by this bitch, or she the only one really touching him in that light, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna have power and influence. That vagina may be able to, you know, again, even if he's infatuated with something, even if he feels some kind of way, or this is his muse, It's going to be who you connecting with, again, on that other level that you're going to pay more homage to. And that's that P power, okay? Whichever way you want to take it, male or female. And this is why I think people make people fear coming towards someone, because they know that that dynamic, and once those two people do join together like that, that's what the fuck this was talking about here. That pure alchemy, that pure activation, that's something. But I feel like, again, succubus energy, these people have convinced people that they can just travel, astral travel, or they can do this and they can do that to get in touch with somebody. But you're only tapping it, it's unrequited. And then again, these gods don't treat these feminine energies the way they're supposed to be treated. And these are the ones that are really the conductors of most of that fucking energy at the time. So your most precious, some bitch then convince you to treat your most precious pearl some kind of way and damage it. And even though a pearl can't be oh shit. Even though a pearl can't be really damaged, I don't think it can be. Not a real one. So applying the pressure. And look, it doesn't look like a pearl right here in the middle of her shield. So it's giving me Venus energy too. Okay? Even a pearl. Okay? That pearl. Okay? So that pearl. So this might be why, again, genital mutilation or clitoral cutting or whatever. But, you know, they still can't. First of all, motherfucker need to be really locked the fuck up for doing some shit like that, okay? If this is the case. But, and it's a bitch. See, and this is a one, you see what I'm saying? This is a, yeah, this could be a jealous feminine energy here that don't want somebody to enjoy something with you. Or I think they say that even if someone clitoral damage or some of this damage that's done to women's parts, you know, it can stop them from being able to have children. Now, this could be actual. I'm thinking, how can that stop somebody from having a child? But this is we could be talking about another kind of children. This could be talking about, I'm hearing off the grid or the radar, right? This could be somebody that can be your source of something here. All right. Something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering if doing something to that area could stop you from being able to, yeah, because even if you think about stimulation in that area causes secretion, you know, okay, we don't have to get all the way into it, but you see what I'm saying? We got vision quest here. And then we have pregnancy in reverse here. Yeah, because somebody don't want somebody to have children. So again, this is that energy. Like I said, it's, oh, this is so sickening. It's making my stomach hurt. It's making my stomach hurt. And somebody want to retaliate because you want to protect yourself or something. We have the stars here. In this web here, a spider web. And look at this black widow. She got 17. Look, she got all the stars trapped up in this damn web. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to finances, when it comes to, you know, advances and shit like this, I don't know how these people, you know, operate 100% fully. But you know what I'm saying? You got, when you get to a certain status, then you get the car and the houses. And then once you get all that shit, then, you know, you got to keep on doing what the fuck you got to be doing. Then one day you end up doing some shit you don't want to do for that, whatever the fuck you need to get what the fuck you got. I'm just saying, it's just something. Some people do it for themselves. Some people trying to keep up with the Joneses. But whatever this is, it's the web. It's the Satan. It's the Satan. It's the damn dollar bill. That's the God that people trust. Because this bitch that I feel been doing this attack on me, soon as I realized, I said, nah, bitch, you ain't getting away with that shit. I know what the fuck you've been doing. And it just so happened that her daughter look a lot just like my motherfucking daughter. They look about the same age, and one might be a little bit younger. The left hand with this wand. Oh, shit. Hold on. Is that his left hand? The left hand with this wand. Somebody was thinking with they fucking wand.
withholding themselves. This is why the Empress said, because this man was withholding himself from the Empress. You know, and this is the thing that's so selfish about some of these Emperor energies. Whatever the fuck you was supposed to be doing with me was supposed to change the fucking world. And you let some bitch or some shit get in front of. I just can't. And that, so again, I just draw away. I just say, I don't even know what you say. I was willing to give up everything. I've been in, you know what I'm saying, in this fucking relationship all this time. I've been doing these things, you know, and I was willing to. I don't got much of nothing. This leap of faith that I was taking, even being honest with Taurus and talking to him about this whole thing, and that one day I could just be gone or some shit like this, hurting this person and everything like this. Really? See, and that's what I said about doing these things. You saying it's initiation, but really you wanted to get somebody out of the way. Really, you let this bitch try to get somebody out of the way that you only thinking with the fucking wand. That's why in the next picture, he's sitting there with his hand on his face and the cup is turned upside down or spilling. You didn't sit there and allowed for other people to even drain your fucking cup. This your livelihood. That's your fucking livelihood right there. Without that water or whatever that you've been sipping on, in God we trust. Yes, this Black Widow energy that will cut you off physically, probably in some other kind of way, and go collect another one. The gold digger. See? And that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but this is the same impression somebody tried to have on, try to tell somebody that somebody else was. When really this is just somebody that's a vision quest. They're abundant by nature. Shamanic energy. This is why they were counting or trying to make a coup or something to turn the sun in reverse here, which is the fucking Empress, which is the world card, which is the fucking star. This Black Widow energy could be a masculine energy too, like I said, okay? It's mad because they couldn't catch the brightest star. So they tried to do something with the work of their hands so that they can get their hands on the assets, the inheritance, the abundance of the brightest star. This could be somebody that have been, what I say, 17, because it was, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. There was somebody that I met recently that got the phenotype of the men in my family. I don't know why I was sitting by him that I knew you before, I formed you before you were in your mother's womb. And he had a very, telling tale to say in this speech that if I felt like it was coming directly at me, it's like, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like, think you and imagine you in a room with a whole bunch of people and y'all just, you in this mundane meat suit, in this, doing this traditional thing and, but this is somewhere else. And you're connecting with whatever energy is floating above or whatever demons or whatever is attached on the backs of these people. So again, like I said, while this life is going on and I'm sitting here at this wedding or I'm doing this and I'm seeing these people and things like this, there's a whole nother communication. There's other shit that's being dropped as I communicate or see these people's faces and shit like that. It's other shit being dropped here. I can see the shit behind the scenes, the shit that people not saying. And I don't always say everything about what they not saying. But we was talking about the initiation, so secret shit and, succubus shit things, okay? Why certain people have certain bonds with certain people and certain things like this. And I feel like some of these people there's predatorial energies here. They attach themselves to people at a youthful age and they have some type of mind control. Again, could be with this fucking inner alchemy here now. But then we have this energy here of this mediator. And I'm telling you what I'm telling you. The gift for because he was talking about adding up. You start out life with a cup and it's empty, and then you fill it up, and then sometimes, you know, this, and then you take as you grow and you learn, and it was just something like that was making me think, and then you have to share. So it's just like, I was just in the car listening to somebody talking about like a third party situation or something like that, and I'm just like, what the fuck is somebody trying to say? And then he said you get to a certain point in life, and then everything stops and starts over. And it was making me think. It was making me think about the energy of going back to 17 or 19 years old. And being a young mother. And then seeing this energy like, y'all, it's... the shit I be seeing. The shit I be seeing. Papa was a Rolling Stone might have been about more than what the fuck we think. It might not have been Papa that was in control. Is we ever gonna get, I'm just saying, y'all, is we ever gonna get to the reading here? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Because it feels like there's just a story being told. So why everybody else, I'm kind of spaced out or whatever, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just picking up on shit. It's like having a conversation. Like I was trying to pinpoint, who am I kind of having this, after I met this person? I was thinking, who am I having this conversation with? What am I seeing in his eyes? What we talking about here is just, you know, regular mundane things or whatever. There's something else there. And it's just almost like, I just don't know what the fuck it is. And this man looks so much like the men in my family. I'm just saying, there's something. And he been knowing this person about as long as I've been knowing this person or whatever, okay? And the dynamic. But I think even when we talk about broke back energy, because something was on, a video came on about something like this. And then, I don't know, this was making me think about this with these three people on there. This could be, it don't, you know, in the movie, they showed what happened between those men or whatever. But I don't think that it's that all the time. I think it's a binding or a bound, like somebody making a something together. Like a lawyer, a police officer, a judge, a something here. Making some, when three meet in my fucking name. Do you hear me? Because every function I go to, we got Sneaky Pete in reverse. We got the devil in reverse. Every function I've been going to, it's like people are, we got juggling back and forth. I mean, juggling somebody back and forth or something in reverse. It feels like people are talking. The sun in reverse. People are talking. We got an emperor in reverse too. People are talking and somebody say, no, they're not talking about you. But no, they are. Because you don't see the energy. You like, and it's not like, oh, I want to go. Somebody's talking about me. Oh, people are talking about me. No, it's just like, I know what y'all talking about. It's that. Could you imagine, like, okay, if somebody was like a celebrity and didn't know that they was a celebrity, but I don't know how the fuck that happens. Somebody was going to leave somebody out in the cold here. Maybe they not. Maybe somebody's using their golden sword here. Okay. But there's this union when three or more meet. This is celebratory. And it might even have something to do with the dynamic of some type of celebration here. Mixing some shit up here. All right, alchemy. This also make me think sometimes about surrogacy and, you know, forming children in somebody else's womb. Or like, again, I wonder if, you know, babies, you know, they may be growing one place and then they may be transported. And for an incubation period or something. Somebody could have been, known about this, but blind to it to a certain extent. Sometimes I feel like this is the rest of the world. when it comes to certain aspects of things. When it comes to my regular everyday life, things that I might not know about, if my husband cheating or this and that, if my boyfriend, if the, shit like that, it goes over my head. That's why there's a such thing as high priestesses. But when it comes to that center sense of knowing, shit like when danger is coming or when somebody playing in my energy, I think I'm getting better with that. And I feel like the world is blind to that. Just like I'm blind to the things that people could be laughing at me and mocking me and ridiculing me that's going on in my family dynamic that I'm not aware of. Because some of these people may not have been that strong and their vassals might be also, like I said, under construction or something here. Yeah, because even with this energy, I was asking the masculine, what was Taurus, what was taking them so long? Yeah, somebody still don't want to take the cup. Maybe this is me not wanting to take the cup. Because I know I'm a star already. Meaning in the eyes of God. But the whole thing is that that defense energy is not here anymore of God. So this means that somebody did pass away or something, or they disconnected from me or something, but they forgot something. They forgot to hold up on their word or something like this, a will of God. Something is not closed yet because of some will here. And there's somebody else here that's a wounded warrior, okay? So again, I'm not even in this defensive mode anymore, really. I'm seeing shit for what it is. And I feel like, again, this may be me as a wounded warrior or somebody else that may be in as a wounded warrior, okay? Because, again, you notice there's a scarf on this person's head. And like I said, I feel like they're taking something out of people's, the rib, something to do with the rib energy here. So, again, this is the kind of, I don't know if this is a gable. Maybe y'all know. Style roof. But these archways here, okay? And something being signed. I don't think I've never seen it done that way. Something being signed. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. There's something here. It almost was a dynamic of, like, again, if this was happening on another level or another dimension, the masculine passed away, maybe left his wealth to somebody. The message was supposed to come through somebody, but it didn't come through them. They may have been pretending like they was extending their hand out, or they cared about somebody, but they really didn't. And they decided to take the wealth and use it, not share. They decided to take the wealth and use it. This could be also a fathering dynamic of an American God, okay? Something like this. Because, yeah, people pass away, but then they cross over. And then I feel like people cross over, and at some point in time, then they pass away. 120. So say somebody crossed over at 60, but they didn't pass away until 120. So that may be the grandma or hovering energy of the grandmother, but it's gone now because she's not in the in-between anymore. She's actually expired now. Even though it could have been looking like a death to the family, you all went to the funeral. Ooh, look at that, how that fucking sun is coming out now. So I was feeling bad thinking I did something wrong, maybe. I didn't feel the presence of my grandma energy because I would think about her I take a moment of silence every day until about 2 years ago. And I'm like, dang, what did I do wrong or whatever? And I think something about this church. It's something about this marriage. It's something about something. Maybe even I was picking up on something that happened in that location in 1890 or earlier time or something. Something to do with fountains also. A fountain of youth. This could be a fountain that of life. Okay. Tree of life. Okay. This could be a fountain where people feel like they could come to it one time and they'll be done. But I feel like there's some people that have to come to it many times. Right. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this time people took from this fountain thinking it was going to last forever. And I feel like it's not going to last forever. And I feel like, again, somebody could be even paying for access to a fountain or something like this, or have in the past. And this is what somebody would be getting an inheritance for. But somebody is choosing that somebody don't deserve something. It kind of just seemed like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's access that has been given to certain people's energy over time. And now that it's time for them to be compensated, somebody's trying to make it seem like it's not theirs, or they not supposed to get, or it's some shit like that. With this star energy here, right? Somebody is a star in somebody's eyes. And this is something to do with lineage or something like that. Again, with the Hermit, the God or Lucifer card, again, these could be ribbed energy where somebody made some kind of rib. This back in the day, you know, they would have probably used bones or something. Today, a blacksmith could do it, right? But to trap this could be also taking a rib from Adam, meaning I could see somebody standing in the center of a circle and then other people standing on a post around them for some reason. So this could be, these ribs here could represent other younger women that's younger than the Empress or something that is going to be blocking her light. Like, and instead of her getting recognition, she's just kept with this God energy that gives unrequited energy here. And she never gets anything back. So this is what I'm saying. A nation can rise no higher than its woman, and now the shit is going to stand. Because this is what I'm saying. People have been able to energy harvest the women in my family for a long fucking time. But I feel like they don't get to enjoy whatever this is unless they cross over. I came to break these fucking molds. To break this heartbreak. They never get the treat. And the thing is real fucking true love that these women experience for the first time in their lives, possibly because they've been treated like cows or holy cows. Back in the day, they were revered. Now they don't. They just call them wailing walls, right? The red heifer energy, possibly. They call them wailing walls and shit like that. Like an annoyance here because somebody can't continue to be in this prick energy, right? Or in this dick energy, you know what I'm saying? And treat somebody some kind of way. But it's like these women still had to be of service. Or walk away and leave everything that's even owed to them behind. Instead of somebody saying, here you go. And if you want to go on your way. It's almost like submitting somebody into or bringing somebody back into some type of union with somebody by just maybe... Because it's making me think about chastity too. By maybe, you know, a sexual act or encounter or something like this, right? You know, if you have a moment of weakness, you've been, you know, for 2 years you ain't been, you know, and you have a moment of weakness. And now your whole whatever is upside down. But I guess that moment of weakness could lead to whoever this is that's in this mean ass energy here, this stern possible energy here, this bring your ass to daddy kind of energy, whatever this is, could be in reverse here. Damn, this could be some kind of heartbreak or something that led this person in reverse. some kind of happy family dynamic that somebody been planning may be coming to an end here. So yeah, this is about worshiping other idols. All right, in Jeremiah here. I think it's about worshiping other idols that's not your feminine. They go to these idols that they form with their own hands. So you form these people to think like you, to by making an empress or something look bad and bringing them information and trying to, you know what I'm saying? You form them with your hands and you're using them against the fucking empress. They say they speak for God, but they don't. So even this main bitch you think you got on the low because you don't want to do right by me and want to make it seem like I might be the difficult one, it still ain't gonna fucking happen. But I'm hearing something about Sandy's rose or a Sandy rose. I'm even hearing time, so I don't know if it has something to do with one of those little time things with the sand in it, and then a rose energy or flower energy. But I feel like this is energy of, like, again, a mother and daughter being, or a child being taken to calmer waters here. It may even be rough waters. It might be, that's what I'm saying. The whole savior aspect. No, set me the fuck up so I can make the moves on my fucking own. I don't trust a motherfucker to take me nowhere at this point in time. This is sickening, actually. I am only a child. Yeah, I'm telling you, even in the book The Spring, it said Esther is the child of these people. She could have been a wife that was placed in a position of a child due to these laws or these lies. In order for some other woman to benefit, or a man, I'm going to just go ahead and say it how the fuck it would be, or somebody that's in the likeness of a woman to be placed in that position and be worshipped. This could also be people that somebody formed. Again, they could be taking pieces and parts from someone else of energy or flesh or something here, okay? And using it to put it on somebody else so that they can seem like they're that person. You know, it's just some shit here. I'm telling you, this got to do with some kind of witchcraft. I don't even think it's a name for it. We have the medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. I'm telling you. We have rain, purification. We have the lotus flower, unfoldment here. Something to do with lotus flower or diced pineapples even. Right? Because this could also be a masculine energy that may be off their fucking rockers. Maybe. It's either they're either not off there, they're either really authentically, really, you know, good, or this person is really authentically the fuck not. Somebody, I'm just seeing somebody could see some shit as a win-win here. A win-win-win in motherfucking win. We got fairies and earth magic. Because I had a dream about like a vision about some of these things that might be happening to people. How are people having access? What can happen? Are there certain little small creatures or some shit like this? And I had this dream about, like, you know, and I said, where do these people come up with these scary movies or whatever, these creatures in these movies back in the 80s and shit like that? And I could see that little man off of, I don't know what movie it was, like the Death Wish, or I can't remember what the movie was called, with the little thing, and he was like a little African looking man thing, creature, you know, with all those sharp teeth. And I could just see, because it said eat the flesh of something about eating the flesh of the prophets or eating the flesh of somebody. And it made me think about that. It made me think about no, the fairy ain't gonna look like this. You know what I'm saying? It gave me Sprite energy, right? You know, actually eating flesh of feminine parts, body parts though, man. I don't know why the fuck. We have ego communion in reverse here. Crystal focus in reverse. Maybe somebody don't want somebody using their clairvoyant nature here. And then protection, guardian, drop your shield, but it's in reverse here. And then we have white witch, be the light, with this owl energy here. The way that I feel like they've been able to confuse me is by giving my masculine, knowing that I'm very fucking curious. I'm very specific. My eye is really sharp. So you could try to fool me if you want, but there's several versions in the likeness of this masculine. And I can kind of read each one of them a little bit. There's one that's pure white light. I don't know. Maybe it is that Billy Goat or that kind of energy, something like that, okay? That's my Aquarius Scorpio energy. Then I got the Taurus Scorpio that's really quiet, kind of look mean and grumpy sometimes, you know, in the background. But again, that's why I feel like that energy has something to do with the first husband energy, or somebody like the first the first love, okay, the real love energy. That might have been hurt. They may have gotten into heaven and been able to see certain things happening, you know, and that may have made them feel some kind of way. And we have lady, enjoy growth and reap the reward. So like I said, this person is in reverse though here, okay, with this apple. It's almost like eating an apple, because when I went and I seen that this masculine maybe collaborated on some other different levels with this feminine energy and she was trying to rub it in, I said, you bit that fucking apple, didn't you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Even though they don't say apple in the Bible, didn't I tell you? And then she was sitting there talking about, oh, I just did this little thing to try to keep this person out of my... Bitch, you stole my husband. You stole my fucking man energy. Talking about, I just wanted to make sure that this time this woman did not sneak in. Bitch, you out of your fucking mind. You're a psycho. I knew it that day. Matter of fact, when she took Bill the bitch workshop and put it on her tarot cards, or she was using them tarot cards with that shit on there, that let me know she was a psycho. And when I was creating my boxes, right? Now, I don't have a large following right now. Family, friends, everything have turned away, right? So again, it's hard for me to, you know, there's no fucking excuses. But again, right now, I'm just doing this, I guess, right? Because if I wasn't doing like this, then I wouldn't be able to tell my story and protect myself. So then now I can be grounded and firm and stand on grounds and get what's due to me and do what the fuck I need to do. So I don't have to wait for nobody to tell me yes or no or whatever the fuck. And I could create what I want. But these people know this. All right. First of all, let's just put that off to the fucking side. When I seen her daughter look like my fucking daughter. All right. And when her other daughter looked like the other divine masculine / feminine energy. And when it's saying here 23, but you know, this person, that one of these people was going to be veered amongst the other one. And then again, it's like, I formed you when you was in your mother's womb. So whose baby, like, what is we talking about here? I don't even want to go the fuck there. All right. I think this person is not going to, all of a sudden she's doing boxes. Now, she has the backing of this growth and this abundance, which is okay. I know it for what the fuck it is. That I can't be jealous of anything if I know somebody's cheating and doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's an honor, motherfucker, that you got to take my information in the background and study that shit and learn something from it. Actually, it's a fucking honor. It's an honor to know that somebody has to try to block something that I'm doing so it can't get organic growth online because you afraid of what the fuck I might have to say. It's actually an honor. Because we know that YouTube and all that, they let other stupid shit grow fast, popular, get, you know, again, it might be the people and they like the people or whatever too, but I'm just saying, we know foolishness is exalted over shit that, you know what I'm saying, people really need to know. So, it's too many things. I tried, and I think somebody's trying to make fun, right? Because these songs keep coming on. I had, and it's like I had a birthday party for my daughter a couple years back, okay? When everything, I feel, it's trying to show me when things changed. I had this birthday party for her, and, you know, she didn't really have friends and everything. Nobody really came but the family and stuff like that. And, you know, I had planned for it, and stuff was just going really wrong with it and everything. And it was like an Arabian Nights kind of theme or whatever. And the way that I set it up with the table, and I wanted it outside in the backyard with the little cushions and shit like that. I went and got all these cushions, and I did all these things or whatever. And I think that somebody is trying to rub it in. They want to look like they are the more pleasant mother, but this bitch is harvesting the fuck out of my energy, trying to seem like a Martha Stewart figure in the eyes of the public. So this masculine is going around knowing all the characteristics of me and building bitches separately. So you would like to be, when you grow, it's like almost like, what do you desire? That's that Lucifer. That's Lucifer, goddammit. What do you desire? Even if you don't tell him, he can go in your head and find the fuck out. And then it's almost like he's taking, it's like Oprah. Okay, I could see myself as a Oprah energy, okay? One motherfucking day. Or I could have, you know what I'm saying, at one point in time, you know? And then it's like, I seen him taking the Jake, the Aquarius Jake, and trying to form that person into that. You know, while I'm sitting here, you know, doing this with the, you know, and probably not realizing at that point, but I realized last night somebody was trying to steal my joy and make it seem like I can only be happy when I maybe have a sip of wine or something like this, right? When this whole time is fucking spell work. These bitches is working with these dudes or behind the scenes, right? In harvesting people's energy, their creativeness. It can be done here. It's like draining the life from island to island, that blackness. That could also represent people using spell work, right? Not in the islands down there, but on these women that somebody has chosen to seclude for themselves while they energy harvest. And the women that they're attached to are starting to energy harvest too. And look at them as property when these are fucking bitches with whole royal bloodlines and shit like this. All right? So we have Forest Breathe. All right? And these women ain't even, they're nothing. They're maybe in the likeness or kind of remind this person of this woman. He's looking for somebody that reminds him of this woman. And overpassing the woman, allowing everybody else to feed off of the woman and deplete the woman. Penetrate her energy without her even knowing that she needs to be protecting her fucking self. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. All right, and we have mediator here, but also mentor kept on coming up because this is somebody that should have been mentoring something, but they was just misusing that power. Putting someone that's a networker in reverse here. And making it seem like you don't network, you don't like to deal with people, you're this, you're that. And the whole thing is I'm very versatile. If it's worth my while, you know what I'm saying, and something's going to improve or change or something, I would want to be in for it. But if it's something that's not going to change the dynamics of some shit, I'd rather just sit here and manifest, go in my mental, be in my Sekhmet shutting the fuck down energy, all right? And then start manifesting some shit when I ain't even opened up my fucking mouth. And that's when a motherfucker be concerned. And that's when they send people in to try to call me out of the blue and shit like this, because you won't just admit that you want to know what the fuck is on my mind. You got your low-key ways of using. It's almost like, again, these people being outside the homes of these Supreme Court justice people. Only they're not telling you that they can do this through sound waves and through the 5G energy and have a motherfucker in your house doing certain things to trigger you, doing certain things to, you see what I'm saying? That's the same thing what they're talking about. They're showing you an image of this on your television that tells lies to your vision sometimes, right? Of these people with these picket things or whatever. But in real life, in 2022, a motherfucker could be using a network or something of that nature in order to get into your fucking energy field. If they can't tap in and penetrate you, they will fuck with the people around you and use them as pawns in the game, puppets, or whatever the fuck, to get you to talk about certain things and all this shit. Networker, it says, enhances unity through the sharing of information and engenders social awareness and empathy. That's what the networker is supposed to be. But somebody wants a networker to be in reverse. Now let's see what that is with the shadow attributes. All right. Conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So this is what people are doing to people like me right now. They're saying that I'm because you're not coming here for peaches and cream. It's so many love and light video motherfuckers on here. You can go to any one of their channels and platforms and get that. I talk about deception. I talk about, again, I didn't come here to fit into their fucking mold. I came here to break it. And it's exactly what the fuck is saying over here in Isaiah. All right? I have put my words in your mouth. See, I have appointed you today over the nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and plant. Now, somebody else could have been doing that over here to me. Or this may be somebody else supposed to be going on. This could have been doing this anywhere to anybody. Okay, let's say that. But again, this could be something. Oh, let's see. I just messed up. Oh, something about a bride. Okay. Yeah. All right. Before you were born, I set you apart. So like I said, this is something about a reoccurring something here. All right. This set apart could have been to sharpen somebody's blades here. I mean, like I said, I have to look at it from all aspects. I'm not going to veer to either side. And appointed you as a prophet to the nations, okay? So again, you have to start all over. And that's what he said. Sometimes you come to a point or whatever in your life and you have to start all over. And I know I was just exaggerating, possibly. I really probably was. But I was thinking about like all the functions that may be going around with a wedding. And it was just so funny because, you know, the first day when we went, to the rehearsal, the feminine energy was not there. That was going to be walking with my Taurus. And he said, oh, I hope you didn't use some of your spell. What did he say? I hope you didn't use no powers or nothing like that. So my one didn't show up, because my bridesmaid is the only one that didn't show up. And I was like, no, well, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I was just laughing because at first, I don't know why I didn't even think that he was going to be walking down the aisle with somebody. Because when I did see him walking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but not like that in a negative way, y'all. You know how it is. Okay, when shit be going on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then when I seen her belly, because it's like source been telling me you about to get some kind of revelation or something. And I seen her belly. And it's just like, you know, like I said, I don't know if people notice, but, you know, this is just like whispers, especially with the elders. And I'm just thinking like, what? But I asked him, you know, and I said, you ain't had no one night stand, no shit, did you? Because this just seemed like, you know, that belly look about 4, 5, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time when you went down there and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, you know, it wasn't even in an angry way or something. It's just like, when I seen it, I'm like, because it's like something was saying something was going to be revealed to you. Right? Okay? I mean, but I did see her mate come later or whatever, but that ain't got shit to do with nothing. I'm hearing we got a baby from the Lord, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. We got a baby from the Lord. But the whole time I was thinking of this Empress / maiden energy. Like, or somebody having a baby and then being able to replace. But all this shit could be done behind the scenes, and there's deception here. A mask being put on. All right? And I was just, it was something I was fixated on that shit. And looking at the dynamic of relationships that was around and wondering how did they get formed, and something that was just telling me about even just energy of, you know, older people in positions of power, or, you know, looked at as, you know, people that should be would be looked at in a neighborhood or something like that, or in a community, and abusing their power here. All right, even the Jesus energy, or this sixth energy, this divine physician energy here. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because people got their opinions about what a Jesus, you know, it just depends on how you're looking at it, right? I allow people to have their own, what I think about it and what you think about it is two different things. Because somebody did come out and say, oh, why is God letting these things happen to children if there's a God? But I think this is the perfect time for them to try to attack God, and that's when Sekhmet rises up, I feel. Because you see how he got this light in his hand? How Jesus got the whole world in his hands? He got the whole wide world in his hands. So could we talk about the world card? Because Yeshua, at some point in time, Yeshua drops the Christ energy, which is that light. And maybe ends up partaking with these other individuals or entities. Even this look like how people will be standing up in a wedding. So again, like when I'm talking about this is no offense towards these people union here that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the things, like the way that my vision or my psychic abilities or whatever are set up. It's like frozen in time for a second, and I get all of these things that people are not saying. I get all these things that are concerning in the background. I can't help that that's the way that my gifts work. I'm a defender, a defense energy. Love and light, you have to go it should be love and light. I'm showing you love. It's tough. Love is tough, a tough thing to swallow. But it puts my life at stake. And see, God is only, that something that's within you is only as strong as you. If you doubt yourself, and if you're not really in tune with yourself, and if you let little things like, oh, you had sex before marriage, that means God gonna be looking at you some kind of way. If you let these little things, if you're gay, God is gonna look at you like, if you let those things get to you to make you think you're not worthy, then you almost start to sink throughout the rest of your life, sink the rest of the ship, or think you're not worth it or worthy, or you're a wretch or something. That's why I don't like that kind of stuff here. The real sins that's really going on is the sinister shit people is doing with documents and paperwork and laws of man, right? They uphold that more than they do the laws of God. The same thing with these 501c3 or 3c, whatever the fuck it is. They uphold law before God. I don't give a fuck who it is, the church. That's what that is all about. It's upholding laws of man and man above God. It's about money. Money is okay. Money can't harm nobody. Money can't do, you can pay somebody. Money can't kill you, but you can pay somebody to kill somebody with fucking money. You see what I'm saying? It's what you do with it. Sometimes the most things that financially, that bring people joy with this fiat energy, it actually never really does. It's supposed to bring joy. It never really does. It's just more problems. Then people know they got you locked. We got metal or vulnerability in reverse. When the hustle turns into selfishness, you only worried about your own self. And, it just, that's what I'm saying. And about the money, you'll do anything. I put that quote up. You can't really trust somebody that will do anything for money. Especially somebody that got plenty. You got plenty. But there's some people they allow to have plenty and then they take it all away to see how you're going to do without. And that's why, again, we got the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay? So again, somebody is saying, do not say I am only a child. For everyone I send you must go. And all that I command you, you must speak. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you to deliver you, declares the Lord. So I don't know. This may be somebody that's trying to manipulate somebody into saying something here. So it's almost making me think about when somebody thought that Pharaoh and these other people was going to be able to win this war, and they kind of, that's why I don't think about stuff like that, strategy and shit. I just do, But that could also be something that may make somebody doubt something, saying, oh, if you and these people go against God. So again, it's almost like there's really nothing for me, because if I look at myself as that God energy, this is the pharaohs and shit trying to come at me, and I'm actually assisting them. But then it's going to show you at the end of the day how what the fuck you talking about is still not going to override what it is. So this could be this energy here of these people doing this. The only way it can be is with their documented paperwork. But what they're going to do is going to cause another chain of events. And then, these people are going to see what the fuck these people are really about. And then they will come back to God, begging God. I feel. We have message, the Eight of Wands. Look how this cat sitting here with these sad eyes or whatever. These people went with something that was not so good. We got the shaman, trust higher forces. That's what I'm saying. We talk about things that's past, present, and future. Things that are seen and unseen. I have put my words in your mouth. I have appointed you today over the nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down. Okay, destroy, overthrow, and blend to build it. So again, no stone shall be left unturned. I just don't know who this is meant for. I'll probably get some kind of something of the end by the end of the day. I see a branch of an almond tree. Yeah, this is what we were just reading the other day. Okay, so this is like, I don't know. Somebody wants a second chance, or giving somebody a second chance, or something like this. Okay. You have observed correctly, said the Lord, for I am watching over my word to accomplish it. I see a boiling pot. Okay? I replied, and it is tilted toward us from the north. The Lord said to me, disaster from the north will be poured out on all who live in the land. For I am about to summon all the clans and kingdoms of the north. Declares the Lord. So this is plowshares, your hooks, and okay. Their king will come and set up their thrones at the entrance of the gates of Jerusalem. They will attack all her surrounding walls and all the other cities of Judah. So this may be also, like I said, these walls is making me think about somebody's walls, their vaginal port as well. All right. These could be also talking about other type of walls, but I feel like, again, this is possibly talking about some way of trying to affect somebody's, home, or again, womb, or I don't know. This could be other women, you know what I'm saying? Okay? A brick house. I don't know, I'm just seeing something about walls. But again, the interest of Jerusalem, excuse me. So I feel like this is also people from the indigenous community or families, ties, or something like this here. All right? That some people may be trying to attack somebody here. And this might be a masculine that just can't take no for an answer, or might be salty because they got no for an answer. All right? Again, I don't see them. There's only, again, it's almost like that energy, emperor or nothing. The emperor that I see is emperor, that I choose. I will pronounce my judgment. Again, my ancestors, I'm just saying, I feel like they know what the fuck I like. They know that I'm very picky and very selective, and they know because that's how the fuck I was. And if I, like I said, I used to be a motherfucking headhunter, in the sense of not like in a bad way, but like, again, if we was going somewhere, my milkshake brought the fucking boys to the yard, but I picked which one I fucking wanted if I wanted one. And again, if it wasn't gonna be no cute boys there, it wasn't no fucking need for me to be there around 15. And I wasn't even doing it like, I wasn't even doing it like that then when I was younger, but I just liked to be around cute boys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But then I found out some of them was assholes. And so again, it's not like I like to. It may have been me just going through these trials and tribulations throughout time to let me know. Cute is not always where the fuck it's at. This is not where it's always at. Somebody that talk like this and walk like this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't regret none of this stuff. I feel like it was all molding and shaping me. We have dream time creation. But again, it's something, it may be something about somebody. And I can live without a motherfucker. Like, I'm not going to cry if I didn't get your number or something when I leave a place. But like, I'm just was that type of person that be like, when I come in the room, it's like, who the motherfucker that get my attention? And it wasn't always about looks. It was about something about a motherfucker. And it's just like, oh. And then it's just be this here. And then it'd be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it might have just ended with just that. We might just vibe. I mean, I'd have been cuddled with a motherfucker on the damn plane on the way back from, I mean, we didn't get inappropriate or nothing like that. But, it was like we was boyfriend and girlfriend immediately on that motherfucking flight. So it's just like, I think it was when I went to the All-Star weekend in Arizona, I think. Okay. And me and this guy, nice looking guy, athletic build or whatever, stuff like this. We basically took a nap on each other and shit, shared blankets and stuff. But it was something cute, but it wasn't like nothing inappropriate happened. You know what I'm saying? It was just like we shared this immediate bond. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. Or like if people was kicking and everything and acting crazy and everybody was partying or whatever, I'll be that type of person that it's just this one person that I vibe with, and the whole night we sit up talking and laughing and stuff like that. And maybe nothing even inappropriate happened at that time between us, but it just was like this thing. You know what I'm saying? That I think that person will always remember or some shit like that. So I guess it's about connections for me. But then again, all those connections always die out or something like that. So guess it's just for whatever. Yeah, so that's disaster from the north is going to be poured out, okay? It says, in all the other cities of Judah, I will pronounce. Now, this could be somebody named Judah at this point, or with Judah in their name, all right? I don't know, I'm hearing judication here, all right? This could be somebody that is housing a place and acting as if they are the officials. This could be somebody that is the officials, but somebody else is supposed to be. It could be whatever this is, all right, to you. It says, I will pronounce my judgment against them for all their wickedness, because they have forsaken me to burn incense to other gods. with a little g, and to worship the works of their hands. All right. So again, this even sounds like a God that's pissed off because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So this my motherfucking energy. Message. Intellect. This is what I'm saying from the Build a Bitch workshop. Because all this abundance, not to say, and people might say, oh, bitch, you used to, but what do you do now? So somebody took this very time to make sure that I was drained of all of the creativity or any existence of me to allow for someone to be able to listen and watch me, to make it seem like even my relationship that would seem fucked up at this point in time. Allowed the world to see that part of me, knowing that that's not the authentic original. Now, I don't always had time or had a hard time with laundry, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? And some form of clutter in my special places or whatever. But I feel like somebody was just trying to make it seem like somebody all out just nasty or something. You know, when I knew all this time I was under spiritual attack and I had to be in warrior mode in order to protect myself or to plead my case. It's like a trial or some shit has been going on. And still, it's been unfair because people have been taking my words and shit out of context because I didn't know that it was going on. You know, it's almost like that. It's almost like that's the wickedness here. It's almost like I do have to question, am I even still married? Is it worth even going to get the divorce? Because, I mean, or did somebody just do some illegal shit and go get married to somebody else and act like this shit don't even exist? You know what I'm saying? We got the hermit in reverse. Like, it's something weird here. Now, again, that could be somebody connected in the kingdom, common, or in this 3D. It says, get yourself ready and stand up and tell them everything that I command you. Do not be intimidated by them, or I will terrify you before them. So I don't know what this means. I think I'm supposed to be scared about something, but maybe I didn't. Okay? Oh, or this could be the energy of, yeah, like I said, maybe feeling like there was a visit or something happened here where somebody might have tried to harm someone here. Now, behold, this day I have made you like a fortified city on iron pillar. An iron pillar. I don't know why I'm thinking like the iron rod, okay? I have made you like a fortified city on an iron pillar and bronze walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah. So again, this makes me think about, again, that Judah figure that's in my group. But, you know, this could be also somebody connected to him. So you see what I'm saying? All right. But I know that this person is against the Bible. Right? But they talk about biblical things, but they're against the word. And see, and somebody said, oh, I think a post, somebody put like, yeah, there ain't never been a word of God. There's a word of man. But I'm telling you right now, through my fucking lips, that it's a word of God. And so maybe that's even what this energy here is talking about, to tell somebody like me, or maybe this is even something that would have resonated with one of my ancestors that's speaking through me. You see what I'm saying? Because in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. So again, with this hermit energy coming up again here. All right. Where did I just put him? I think I put him back. With this hermit coming in reverse here, I'm wondering what that have to do with here. Because that's my God card or my Lucifer card. I feel like this is an attack that may have been done the other day on me. But I also feel like it was something to try to prove that somebody is not powerful, but is really, I guess, just showing the wickedness of these people behind the scenes. And it's showing the real element of God, that God is not good all the time. And that, again, if everybody is worshiping Satan in the world, then you're not giving homage to your God. So it's not like even like worship me, come over here and do this. You know, no, it's if nobody's showing love to God, you all thinking about money, or you thinking about, you know, Satan, and you worshiping that energy to take from people and all this other, you know, desirous energy. then again, you're not paying any energy to your inner self, or even just thinking, damn, is this right for me to be doing this? You know, then these are soulless beings or not a fucking people or something like this. You know what I'm saying? And they just can't think like that. It's official. So these are people that have taken over land and bragging about how much land they got. They're borrowing. They thought they was all doing something. They allowed people to use weapons of mass distraction on individuals like me in order to make it seem like you're not that godly. Look what we're able to do to you. So again, on that highest scale, see, I go too far sometimes, where that might even seem like it might tear down the Lord energy. That's the all Lord, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's that trailblazing kind of energy possibly, right? Or maybe this masculine is even trying to see if this feminine is still riding for him like that. But it only take them two. It only take them two to take the shit back if the motherfucker would show up. What dude say it only take 3 bad motherfuckers to take over the world? It's just which 3 is it? Is the original 3 that were already with these alchemetical, I made up, I think, things that were going on when source said, but these people wanted a different feminine. I don't know why. They wanted to build a bitch and bring her in instead of using what they have. When really, you know, just get rid, if it's really about that stupid shit about the nationality, just get rid of it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. If somebody's really waiting for me to raise my status or change my status, just get rid of it. If we have to go through that, just get rid of it. More people are going to benefit from you doing so. They will fight against you, but never overcome you, since I am with you to deliver you, declares the Lord. So this may be why that this energy here of going to calmer waters here. But there's some kind of happy ending here or something like this. Maybe somebody, you know, has ended something or something, some shit like this, okay? Somebody's going to have to give up their happiness or something like this, okay? We have decision here. We got salt in reverse. That could be talking about like salt and wounds. We got the Akashic Library. I'm just saying. Because people thought that they was going to be able to just hide something and be able to take from it. Like they always do. And Source is saying no. You know what I'm saying? Even, I don't know why I woke up thinking, no, you're going to have to pay for that. Or back up, you can look but don't touch. It's almost like a God said that to some people and they was hard-headed. And as soon as God turned his back or died or something like that. I'm telling you, something is happening here. Okay? Something has fucking happened. And that's just all I know. It's like some shit is just off limits. Or should be. To some individuals. And we're just finding out, like I told you, everybody got so mad about whatever I'm saying. But it doesn't matter what color somebody's skin. Why you worried about that shit, like the mundane things, like somebody's skin color right now? That's where you're going to lose. Because most of the people that's doing the shit to you is your skin color. Brother turned against brother, mother against it. You know, it don't even, it might say neighbor. But again, when you say brother, sister, mother, cousin, and all, husband and all that shit, you know, does it matter? That means that the people closest to you is going to turn on you. That means not only they're going to share the same skin tone as you, they're going to share the same bloodline as you. Because this is where the mixing of the bloodlines and these different coat of arms matter. And what they actually mean and why these people sought out your particular family to mate with, you know, it matters. It matters. That's why it's very important. I don't know. I love looking into the coat of arms. When I meet somebody, shit. But you know what? It's the same thing, though. It's the same thing. You know what? Actually, my father-in-law used to be like that about last names and stuff like that. He wanted to know, like, yeah, who your people? Oh, these people. Because he knew, you know, a lot of people. Or know a lot of people. So he used to be somebody that, you know, be like, you know, looking into somebody's background. I remember when I used to first go over there all the time, he had asked me every time, what's your people's last name again? You know, but he's a very intelligent man. He really is. Just like really with like all around information, he's intelligent. Their whole family. Yeah. And I probably could have been looked at as the silly one, but I feel like that's the energy of God saying, I'll take one of the lesser or something like this, you know. So again, people might have looked on the outwards like, oh, his family got money. And it, you know, I think even one of my aunties said that something, even though that's not why I ever wanted to be with him. I didn't even know nothing about having money back then. But we was moving on up now. We had moved on up into a certain neighborhood, but it was, you know, I didn't know about money and stuff. Actually, I was bored and I was like, why did we even move here? I want to go back to the projects. You know what I'm saying? I want to go back over here. Shit, it was funner over there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but I'm just starting to see things from a different level here, and the different players and stuff like that. The ones that have been seen and unseen over throughout time when it comes to this situation here. So I don't know, y'all. I don't even think, I didn't want to read the whole, well, I guess we didn't read the whole thing. I just thought it was very important to say this dynamic, because this could, again, have been something that was said to one of my ancestors. This could be something that was said 2 years ago that brought me into this energy. This could be something that somebody is saying to someone else to take over my position so I could do something else. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, you know, of course, my feeling is that the true love, like these things that we just pull, worth the wait, okay? But it's like something is trying to fool me. Something is either, you know, it's like now or never kind of energy, because like, you know, Taurus have been working on, you know, whatever. And so it's like, is this something spiritual where it's just the spirit is contained here, okay? You know, to bring in this happiness or something? Like, is this the same thing? Well, why did something make me think that the happiness I had already was not enough? Or was this something that somebody did, some kind of smear campaign, you know what I'm saying, and offer me, try to pretend like they offered me something really failed for me, but they're hiding in the background? Or what if they really just hate me? You know, and now my feelings are all towards this masculine energy, and I'm neglecting Taurus, but I'm being honest about the whole thing, but it's not, that still is hurtful. Even though, you know, he could say it's like a phantom energy or a ghost person or something like this. All right. Or that I'm dealing with spirit or whatever. And so, again, I think, you know, there's been times when some of our grandmothers might have dealt with abusive nature by masculines because of their connection with God. So it's just like, what you doing? I'm not ready for you to put me back down, but if I have to protect myself or something like this, or to gather some more knowledge or something, I could sit my ass down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like maybe this is the energy of just learning to see if, you know, we can find our way back to each other some kind of way or something like that. Through spirit. I think that's the thing, because I'm like really like tactical right now, really trying to pinpoint something here, because I can't lose that connection. But I feel like, again, I don't know, this emperor energy, I don't know. He's got the Ankh in his right hand and then the pearl in his left hand. So again, maybe that's what the emperor does. That's why it was so good with the King of Cups energy, I think. Where the emperor, okay, the pearl is in his left hand, but the Ankh, or this life force, is in the right hand. But the left hand could be a black widow. So again, you'll surely die. All right, because this could be, again, whatever this old dynamic is here. Or even just, you know, withholding the pearl. Somebody's going to tap out or tap into something else. And that can maybe put them in reverse or something. Or bring drama because they're going to go somewhere else for it or something like this. My thing is, if you already went somewhere else for it, just let me know, because I'm not sitting up under no other bitch. So yeah, somebody got 3 cups spilled over here in this 5 of cups. This could be representing people or situations or some kind of deals or something like this, okay? And then we have the Ace of Cups here, okay? But there's 2 deals in the back here. This could be also 2 figures. Maybe somebody lost something from these 3 inheritance. This could be will energy. This could be something that should be willed to someone. And somebody struck out on 3 of these things to get these cup offerings here. Or have these cups here. All right. That would be continue to nourish this person. And now they're only left with 2. And they're sad because of these other 3 here. But again, these could be also fallen soldiers or fallen ones. Because that blood, that look like blood right here on the ground. And this person looks sad. Because they may be left with these 2 here that they upheld a lot. But it might have been these 3 here that actually was the ones that was some kind of protection. Because look how they're sitting up over in front of this thing right here. Like these was sitting in front of him. The branches back there. And these 2 are above. So again, somebody may be killing off or getting rid of the 3, you know, energies that were protecting him. Or that he really could feel. And these are the 2 that he put up on a pedestal here. All right. But he's really sad about these 3 that spilt out on the ground here. Like I said, the cup is empty. Somebody taking all your creative things, your cooking ability. You know, like I'm saying, this shit is real here. This might be somebody that didn't really dabble in that. But all of a sudden you turn around and this bitch is you 10 years ago. And you thinking, where the fuck did what happened? And for something to be able to show me who these women the fuck are. That's wild. That's wild. So they have to have some type of abilities or have been created in that way, AI or something, to be able to detect me already, to be even able to take from me. Or it might even be my own energy that is fueling them. This shit is crazy. It's just, I'm just telling you, there's no excuses, there's no nothing, but people need to know there's a difference between someone who is to bring awareness to situations. Not sitting here crying about it, because even when people do shit to me, I still come up off of it. Not many people can come up after certain things like this have happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And jump back into some type of mode where you're not letting it affect you. Let's look at those particular things and see how to build strength. Because somebody can look on the outside and say, oh, look, this person, all their children went to college and they can still be some messed up individuals. And you could be somebody that just have been born and bred to go through heartaches and stuff like that, and you still a good fucking person at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I will now, from the fuck now on, I will that energy here. Okay? Where it is like, oh, you want to do that, bitch? Then this is what the fuck you about to get. Like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, oh, God is good all the time. No, motherfucker. Because then now this person is trying to turn into that energy. This female talking about some, oh, let's say that money is something. And I'm like, this shit sound like mind control. Like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I want everybody to say it with me. Something about money, I'm just like, oh, hell no. Like, I don't even know what y'all, you know what I'm saying? So it's just that energy. But again, I feel like one of these masculines like money. It's not the one that knew me. This motherfucker probably don't know me, okay? And that's what the problem is. And plus, they're scared to know me, whoever this is. They'll rather harm me or send in their goons against me than love me. They're afraid to. So, yeah. Anyways, take care. Bye. I need to wake up. I still ain't even woke, y'all.